What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim, City of the Damned. My name is Splattercat, in which this series, we're doing pretty well. This warband is going the distance. They're going for speed. They're all alone. They're all alone in our time of need. I like Cake. Cake is like one of those bands that if it comes on, I get hyped. I'm like, oh, we're listening to Cake now, son. We don't have a lot of money right now. I'm waiting on the Baron to realize that he hasn't paid us for that last foray. Actually, I hadn't sold off these tomes either. So can I sell these? Where are those tomes at? Where are those hiding? We've got the physical grimoires. We've got all of that stuff right there. What ended up happening with all the tomes? Are those even in here? I don't even know if they're in this inventory right now. They might be available later on. I still don't know how to use these either. I'm not totally sure how we get those used. If we don't figure it out soon, I will probably just look it up and hope for the best. We don't have a lot in here. Most of the stuff that we sold, I wish the stuff that you sold dropped off the inventory list after a week or two too, because there's no reason for me to have to rebuy some of this stuff. We got a Great Axe of Surprise right there. I don't see anything in here that's jumping out at me as super. Actually, that crossbow might be helpful. Let's take that crossbow for right now. We're paying some major costs as far as all of our little survival guys are going, but I don't think that he has a blue crossbow. Okay. Well, since both of them have the crossbows, I'm rocking him. He's got the blue pistols. I don't think he can run a crossbow, so I guess we'll just have an extra crossbow for a while. We needed to put the staff on the wizard. That's a good call. I don't play the wizard because the wizard is kind of bad. He's not that good. Chain Lightning's pretty good, and then let me go through here. I think that Curse of Rust can be okay. Scavenger's Curse, meh. Armor of Lead, not so great either. Dispel can be alright. Lightning Strike is really the one that's the one that I remember from the alpha that was really, really good, but I don't know if it's been nerfed or anything like that as time has gone along. And then Dread of Aramar just lowers your chance to hit, and then it removes a couple of offensive points. But once again, the casters in this game are not super good. Some of them are alright. The Chaos caster is really good, but the human caster, I don't think it's worth dropping a hero or, for example, an impressive in order to bring him. I don't see that being that useful. His Chain Lightning is just about the only thing that he brings to the table that I like personally, and so kind of is what it is, I guess. We could do Wordstone Rush. Rivals in the Ruins could work. And so I think I'm going to do that one, and I think we just got to cross our fingers and really, really, really hope that we don't get Chaos. If we get Chaos, their impressive is the worst. Their impressive makes me not want to live anymore. So let's get this thing trucking, shall we? Let's have a look at how bad this is going to get. We drew Skaven. So that's good. We are doing a brutal mission now, though, which means the enemy does double damage. This one might be sketchy. We need to definitely array this one to our advantage. It's the only way we're going to pull through this. So we're deploying around our cart. Let's have a look at what we're doing. Oh, look at that. They fixed, well, sort of. Huh. Well, anyways, they fixed the map screen, it looks like. I don't know if that was a hot fix or what they did, but it looks a little better. My suggestion is that we should find a place to fight that is going to be easy to defend. I'm thinking around this bridge right here and right here, and then we let them trickle in and we use superior numbers to get rid of them. I can't tell you 100% that this is going to work. We could lose this mission very, very, very easily. So if that ends up happening, fingers crossed, we knew this was a risk, and we knew it was something that might happen either way. I would like... You know, it might not be the worst plan. Let me just get everybody deployed real fast. I don't really care where they go. I just need them over here. I should have taken that sword off of him. Christ. Oh, that's the worst. I needed to take that sword off of him and I didn't. Okay, so we're fighting one man down to begin with. We're going to have to be very, very careful about the way we use Dieter because he's still effectively nerfed. Oh, that's not good. That's so bad. That's really, really, really bad. That's like upsettingly bad. Oh, Splattercat, you should check these things before you come back from vacation. I just got back from my Christmas break, so I'm a little addle-brained right now. Even more so than normal. This is going to be problematic, though. The place where I would say we should set up this fight... Ooh, we don't have much here. I would say we should make some kind of melee blockade right here. And if we can get someone, so where are they at? It's probably going to be a while before we see them. Because we both deployed pretty roughly around our wagons. As a result, that sucks because we lose that AP right there. We got a epic healing draft right there, so that's nice to have. We'll go ahead and throw that in the inventory. Their morale is also shot, so we have a pretty good chance there. We'll be able to sell that for quite a bit of money. Hopefully they don't run up on him from too far. The enemy gets like ridiculous buffs on Brutal. I've only done a Brutal mission. Like right now I'm actually pretty nervous about this. Like legitimately butterflies in the stomach. Like, this could go really, really badly for us if we don't play it right. We gotta force them to fight towards our advantages, not theirs. It also looks like they're gonna take their time on their turn. That's cool. I take my time on my turn, so while we're being alliterative, it's okay if they do the same thing. If we can get the secondary objective out too for Kirky Mats, for Squicksnick, and for Scrit, I think we could get a little bit of bonus XP, and I think we get some incredible loot out of this one. Like maybe some epic swords or something like that. But up until we find out for sure, I'm going to remain a little bit nervous about this fight. We also have no idea which direction they're going to come from and where this is going to be joined from. So I would play very, very conservatively for right now. Is that one of them right there? I'm getting nervous about it. I can't tell. They shouldn't be anywhere near us right now. They should be all the way down. I bet they're going to come from this direction, maybe even around the back. We can't guarantee that they're going to come up these stairs. So our better chance might be to fall back into this house, put the range guys on the top floor and surround it. Another option would be to fall back to here and hold this little junction right here. We could probably plant... We could probably plant Dougie, and he can block one of these. And then depending on how porous that house is... This might actually work too. Maybe. Yeah, let's just sort of surround this place for right now. And see what we can do with... Oh, there's a ramp right there. I was hoping that would actually be a dead drop so they couldn't get up. Alright, range guys. I need you guys up here. Hopefully that doesn't block the way for the guy that has the 2 pistols, but... if it does, we'll shrug and make do, I guess. We will shrug and make do. With you guys, what we want to do with you is we want you right here. And we're just going to circle up on this side. This might not be the best plan I've ever had. My goal really was to try and keep their special from being able to get at us. Dougie's got a really good weapon, so he'll probably be able to deal some form of damage before we go down. But I'm going to put him over here real fast and have him take a look. He has trouble hitting Skaven, though, due to their high dodge rate. So this might be... I don't know, this is kind of a test for me. I don't think I've ever played a Brutal mission before. This was the only one that looked like it had a payoff that was any good, though, so we'll give it a try. My hero should be fine. I don't think he'll have any issues. Between his web of steel and his amazing attack capabilities, he should be able to handle the enemy no problem. I'm going to sneak this guy back in through, and I'm just going to kind of use him as a hit-and-run guy.
A new
since
round has started.
The enemy's got a bit of an advantage on us. Or, I'm sorry, due to the fact that I equipped him poorly before jumping into this mission. It's disappointing. It's definitely disappointing. They stepped on Stench of Nurgle. That's good. My hope is that they'll filter through one by one and they'll get sorted by their move speeds. If that happens, we should be able to pick off at least 2 or 3 by the time they get here. And then once those 3 are down, that should have a pretty considerable negative effect on their morale. Our morale is way, way, way better than theirs. So we're starting out with a 190 maximum. They're starting out with a 140. So it should be easy for us to make a little bit of ground. Their special I'm worried about. But I think if we dogpile enough people on him, we should be able to bring him down. This guy's getting 3 to 4 attacks per turn from an epic hammer. Dougie's getting the same. And so bare minimum, as long as you get, let's say, 3 out of 4 hits. That's 6 hits from each. And they're doing probably 120 on our hero. And he's doing about 200, 300 damage. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if their defensibility stacks. Why is his dodge only 50%? Is his dodge nerfed right now? Ah, that's it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to take a look real fast because that number did not seem correct to me. 50 seemed very, very low for him. With the minus 25, that makes a lot more sense. Although he doesn't dodge very often. His 25% dodge does not carry him through. I was hoping that it would. I wanted to have at least 1 or 2 guys that were really good at dodging, but it looks like it's not going to go down like that. There's still things that could go wrong right here. We could have somebody come around the back. I don't think they will since they're coming from that direction over there. But it could happen, I guess. They're Skaven, so they're sneaky, and they're more than likely going to be all over the place. Let's get everybody a height advantage before we do anything else, though. So we can shoot shots here, if the need bees. I don't know who would ever need bees aside from guys that grow like fruit farms and stuff like that. I don't ever need bees. I could do without forever. Bees are always flying up in my face and stinging me and stuff when I'm on my runs. I hate them. They upset me. I've been stung by so many bees while running because you'll be running, a bee will go zip. It'll hit you like in the side of the head and it'll just sting you by default the second it runs into you. Then you're like, ah, my eye! And then you stumble into the street and you get hit by a van and you're just like, no, I've been struck by a van. Life is not easy. Life is not easy when you're dealing with bees. If we get really lucky, a couple of their guys will get stuck. That's if we get really, really lucky. I'm going to say we should turtle. I know it's cowardly. It's not the smartest strategy. I'm sorry, it's not the most manly strategy. It is, however, a strategy that gives us an optimal chance of winning. And I do like those. Optimal chances of winning, hell yeah. I'm on board for that. I will probably... I think they're coming from this direction. So I may just leave him on ground level for right now. Just keep it tight. Keep it tight. Do our Pilates. Do our butt cheek flexes every day before we go to bed. Be like, Butt flexes, they make me go, so I figure they do that for everybody else, right? If we can keep ourselves tanked up on the characters we expect to be tanked up, and they don't come in here en masse, we should be alright. We have no visual as of right now. I'm going to send a runner to go get that loot around the corner, probably the dodge guy. I'd like to be able to get a couple of epics out of this, and I know actually Dieter's kind of expendable for right now. Let's send him. Hey, you got Zealous Corruption. I'll put him on ambush stance just in case.
A new round has started.
I haven't heard the rumbling of enemy feet just yet. So their special isn't close. Can be difficult to tell, though. Oh, look at that. You can see the debuffs that they have. Oh, they have a sorcerer, too. Okay, he should go down easy enough. You've got to be getting a little closer. The chances that I'm going to fight them, though, in any location where they can surround me and pound me, that strategy just does not resound with me, and so I'm trying to give this to our... Since we're playing the AI, if we were playing a player, I'd play this a little differently, just because it's very, very doubtful that a player is going to walk into... And he's got megalomania and all kinds of problems. He's also got stupidity checks, which is really, really good. Is there anything else around here that I can loot while we're waiting? Oh, we got one coming from that direction right there. Okay, so there's numero uno. Let's do our best for right now just to hold position. I didn't realize they were that close. We'll probably actually have that first big clash of battle in the next turn or so. Keep it tight. They're waiting. If they'll wait for you to break formation, that's the big nerve-wracking part. I mean, the AI is not smart enough to wait for you, but impatience in this game almost always gets me killed. Almost unanimously. Greed and impatience, those are the two big ones that cause me fights. Then I sit there and I get all grumpy about it because I made a stupid mistake going after a treasure chest or something and then getting whomped. I do wish they took their turn a little faster. If they're off camera, there's no need for them to actually move. If they're off camera, you could just have them teleport from one spot to another pretty quickly and get it done. Let's see what we got over here. Got madcap mushrooms. Those will sell for a decent price. I don't use consumables in this game very often. You know that about me at this point. I'll probably... Is that all they have right there, Dieter? Alright. Well, let's bring you back around this way. We'll hope for a positive resolution here. Let them walk straight into the line. Ooh, my heater just came on. I've been using the heater less. It's been getting too cold in the house. Our house bleeds heat. It doesn't have dual pane windows or anything like that, and so our house bleeds heat. Absolutely, just you can feel it coming in through the windows. It's gnarly. I need to move to a better place. Like, we're actively looking right now, but the fact that 2015's tax returns have not been filed is really hurting me. Because I've only been YouTubing for 2 years counting 2015, and so places won't rent to me without 2 years paychecks and all kinds of random stuff. So anyways, technically I'm not even interested in renting. I'm interested in buying at this point. I wanted to, like, get a place that is mine, so I don't have to deal with, like, renters' problems anymore. I'm done with apartment living. There we go. First shot out. We got Sess half ear over here. Does he actually have half an ear? Man, we are on point with this dude. What is he doing? He retreated. Oh, there's another one inside the house right there, too. Wonder if they're making a bigger push. I'm gonna web of steel him. I think he's trying to set up so on the next turn he can get to me. I think that's what he's trying to do. Is he doubled back because he uncovered us on the map and realized that he couldn't reach us on that turn. That's cool. It gives me a chance to default all of my range guys anyways, so whatever. You can default a range guy, but don't default on loans. Don't default on, I don't know. Don't default on friends. There we go. I'm trying to come up with a saying for you so you have something to put on a t-shirt or something, but I'm coming up dry right now. The Christmas vacation has made my brain soggy, soft and dumb, malleable, and unable to come up with anything clever to say right now. It's also just been a hell of a day. Just a hell of... It's one of those days where life really tries to grind you down, tries to get up in your corner and just rope-a-dope you. And you're sitting there, you're trying to come up like you're trying to pull a Muhammad Ali and just let him tire out on you. But you just don't know if you have the chin for it. You just don't know if you got the chin for it. How come you didn't fire? I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that you did not shoot. If we're going to be over here, I need all guns on deck. Like, everyone needs to be fired. Now, the crossbows do give us a superior range. That's one of the reasons you might want to stay away from the pistols is that, meh. I like that I'm sorry, it's called the patina that they got on the barrels right there. Very cool. Like that graphic right there. Somebody looked at what an old musket that had been fired a lot looked like. That patina looks very, very good, though. Patina, if you don't know what patina is, it's kind of like with age, firearms, and other, like, related iron. Oh, look at that. coming at us. He failed his fear test. So that's going to mean that he's going to be a little bit low on OP. Shouldn't be able to swing a bunch of times at us. We'll get him for a 76 try. Skeet Skarn. Skeet Skarn. Gotta watch out for Skeet Skarn. He'll leave fluids on the pavement. He'll make the neighborhood nasty. Gonna reload on this side. And I'm just gonna... Actually, we can fire from here? Oh, really? That seems really unlikely, but... That's a dummy shot right there. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm gonna stay on Overwatch since we have a better chance with that. Because somebody is undoubtedly gonna come out of that play or over that place to the left. They're gonna come at us. I can tell you that much for certain. Dieter can't get over here just yet. Lightly disappointing, but I can accept it. Let's reload. We have no shot for right now, so I'm gonna leave him right here. Now that we're in the combat, I'd like to have him down by next turn. I'd like to have at least one of these guys coming this way down too. I want to limit their numbers. Skaven really, really, really benefit from numbers. Oh, we missed. It's unfortunate. What is he doing? I'm not sure what he's doing, but I don't really have time to think about it, so we're just going to go over to this side and start whittling away at this guy and hoping we can get him out of our hair by the end of our turn. Dougie hasn't taken his turn yet either, so I think we run a pretty solid chance of putting this guy down before anything else goes wrong. You step forward in the shield line. This is going to depend largely on dodges. So, Skaven are known for their ridiculously good dodge chances. Hey, we got him. Good. He's been taken care of. That doesn't leave Dougie with a whole lot of options, but hey, he used his turn up to his maximum capabilities. I'm actually going to move over here. We're going to loot him. Skiskarn, I don't think, is one of the guys that we needed. Yeah. It's unfortunate their loot is so inferior right now. I was hoping they would have better loot, but what are you going to do? That leaves them with a wide opening to go after one of our range guys, which is not really something that I'm enthused about. But if we can land a couple of shots and maybe some kind of stun or something over here, maybe it'll work out. Off center on that one. We've got him softened up, though. Oh, good. Dieter. I forgot that I put him on ambush stance. Dieter might take some hits here, though. Yeah, Dieter might not have the best day. He might get his hair blowed back a little bit.
A new round has started.
It's okay, though, because I'm ready for it. I'm not hearing them coming at us just yet. Got the sorcerer. We've already got one of their guys down. The morale hit that they took from that is actually pretty considerable and was not one that I had expected. Oh, there he is right there. Okay. Dieter might get knocked out. Dieter said, knock you out. He's going to cast Wither on Dougie, which is probably not a terrible plan. He's going to cast twice? Oh, man. Okay, so that's better. I was worried that he's... Sometimes when they cast, they explode. And when they explode, that's a big, big problem. Like, when they blow up, sometimes it stuns, like, everybody in your line in an AoE, but it also stuns everybody in their line. It can be... It's one of those things like you get in Blood Bowl, where it's kind of a game changer. On this side, I think we're solid, so we're going to go in on him. We got a miss right there. Unfortunate. Not what I was leaning towards, but he's a pretty squishy character, so I'm thinking we should be able to keep him locked down no problem. Is it a new round right now? It's weird that their heavies got to us first. That's what's really throwing me off. Heavies almost never arrive first, and so... Go ahead and get the reloads going here. I'm going to go for a shot on, yeah, go for the wizard. He's got, I think he's probably, oh, we got a stun out. Good. Cool. This is actually going better than according to plan right now. Keep on shooting. He ain't moving. He's staying right there. He's going down to the earth. They say that he's down to earth, but what they mean is that I'm beating him with a hammer, and so he is speeding towards the earth right now with his face and his uglies. We should be able to crossbow him out, I think, by the end. Just get him off the list. My headphone cables are doing weird things right now. They're all over the place. I've got, like, the Razer Karcher Rises from, like, 5 years ago. I spent a bunch of money on them, like, when I first went to college. Because I wanted to have nice headphones because I was raiding all the time. And so anyways, the cable on this thing is absurdly long. And I suppose, given a choice, I would rather have a long cable than a short one. I'm going to see if I can put him down. No, don't jump down. Perfect, actually. That's exactly what I was looking for. If we could put a couple more rounds into him, we might be able to end this thing before anything else crazy happens. He's got more than enough AP to get... I think he'll only get 2 shots on this turn, though. All the other turns, he might have to take 1. I don't know. We'll take a look at it in just a minute. Let's put him in dodge mode, just in case. You never know who's going to run up behind you and try and cause some damage here. I'm going to have him finish him on this side so he doesn't have to make an all-alone check or anything like that. And now that he's down, we'll start working on this. Oh my god, we got a stun on that side too. I would be losing my shit if I was the Skaven player right now. I would be falling apart emotionally. And Sniper's not going to get a kill, but we're going to try for it, I hope. No, that's not what I wanted! Oh, I misclicked. That was my bad. I thought it was just going to start on reload because it normally does. We have another Skaven on us right now. He wants Dieter. He wants Dieter something fierce. Can't blame him. Dieter's got the biceps and the muscles and stuff going on. There's going to be the kill right there. I'm going to try and disengage Dieter to the best of my abilities after this turn. But he got a dodge out. Snats. Let's go for a parry stance on that side. Give us a chance to block that blow. And then while we're in the neighborhood, I'm going to stack everybody on this guy and just start dealing some damage. Don't really have much of another choice. We've already got their morale on a big downswing. I'd prefer to get them finished now rather than later. I don't think Dougie's going to be able to join this combat. It seems a little close. Oh, no, he got in there? All right, well, Dougie it is then. With the 107 stun, that big swing, bringing that big stick. That big heat. Is that guy missing an arm? No, he's not. Either way, keep swinging on him, Dougie. Keep swinging. Ground and pound. Ground and pound. Dougie, get him. He ain't protecting his neck. And that leaves us with one player who is not in combat right now. I'm going to step them on back. I don't think they can get into that fight. We should be good over here, I think. Pretty well into the future. I was hoping we pull some decent spears. Like an epic spear would be really, really good. I'd be okay with that. An epic halberd, any of those sorts of things would be all weapons that I would definitely feel were a good idea deep down inside my bones. I'm really terrified about their impressive right now. I don't know what kind of heat he's bringing, but it's nerve-wracking. We've got our dodge character over here. There ain't no room left on that combat line, so we just want to leave him on this side watching the back flanks. I'm hoping I can get Dieter to disengage, or we can kill that character, and then we'll pull Dieter back behind the building, maybe just let him hang out for a little bit. Still looking for that halberd for him. Still looking for that halberd. I think we got 2 more kills left in us before they'll flee the field. I'm a little bit interested in where a couple of their characters actually are right now. Shooters should be able to get rid of this guy pretty easily, I hope. There it is. So he's now out of action. Next plan of attack is just going to be to leave him on Overwatch and see what comes around the corner. Comes around the corner, fights in the streets, gonna shoot you with some pistols, gonna bring down gun and heat. Kind of wonder if they're lined up along a wall somewhere stuck. Normally they hit you in a much more coherent blob. I don't see anything. So we might want to... I'm going to jump down. I'm going to have him take a look over on this side. There's also a loot point over here. Something to do while we wait. I think we're pretty solid right here. He's got nothing for us. Oh, he died. I don't actually know if we'll get loot. Yeah, I was going to say. Squicksnick Verminhide is one of the ones we needed, though, so I'll have him pick it up just in case. I do wish you just got, like, +1 XP for each of the objectives that you did for the bonus objective. Make it a little bit easier with the way the route mechanic works. It can be very, very difficult, especially with the randomness of combat, to ever accomplish a secondary. I'm going to leave him over here. We're actually going to branch out a little bit and see if we can find an enemy to fight with. Dougie's looking spry. He's in great condition. Hasn't taken any damage just yet. Probably put him on ambush, maybe? I don't know. Sometimes his ambush doesn't work, though. We'll just leave him on dodge or whatever. He's been withered, but I don't think anything's going to happen over here. Get Web of Steeled up right there. Hoping that guy that jumps onto the second floor can isolate some of that loot for me. Actually, it might be a better plan to have Dieter do it since
a new round has started.
He's not really lined up on anything anyways. He's kind of beat up, and I don't want him in combat. I just want him to hang out in the back lines for right now. In the rear with the gear and the steer. We bring cows along to every engagement. I find that their mooing and braying actually it provides a morale boost. You don't really know how helpful a cow is until you don't have one around. Until you don't have one around. Alright, everybody else line up in the street here. What's down here, by the way? Is there anything trying to kill me off in this direction? If there's not... Oh, that's actually broken right there. I've never... Normally that's open. Okay. I'm used to this map. How do I get down over there then? Because I want all that wordstone. If I could have it, that'd be fantastic. There's got to be an enemy around here somewhere. I'm going to try and grab those clusters before we do anything else. So I think there's 2 or 3 down there. And they are looking satisfactory to me. Still nothing from our foes. Nothing from our foes. Which is kind of an interesting thing. He'll probably go around the back somewhere. They normally avoid doing direct approaches like that, but you can never quite tell. Squeal creep. I will more than likely let him charge Dougie. Need this guy topside for getting some loot. And this is actually a big old storage chest, so we might have better luck here. Got a pendant, a helmet, and a handgun. Sounds fine to me. I always love upgraded helmets. Upgraded helmets are hard to come by, and so I tend to get very excited about them. That's going to leave him filled up as far as loot goes. So I'm going to jump down right there. And then we'll have him rejoin the combat in just a moment. On this side, definitely leaning towards a shot right there. Looks like we've managed to make contact, which in battle is all that really matters. I'll probably have him just end his turn then. I'm going to let him have the ambush. He's going to have some counterattacks too. But seeing as he's lacking, he missed the ambush, so he's not getting the attack buff right there. Oh, no, I guess he's not. Oh, yeah, because he's just a normal... Okay, he's a normal foot soldier. He's not going to get any of that. He's also only got a little club right there. I'm going to get everybody else in on this, too. Get all the little guys in here and let them take a couple of hacks. I feel bad when they don't get to partake in combat. This is the high point of their week. For them, this is like what gets them stoked. Bring Dougie around this side. Let him continue his long-term MVP status as the big ringer, the slug bringer. That actually does not handle the remainder of their morale. Alright, we're going out to find them now. We're going out rat hunting. The hell is that? Oh! They're fighting with a demon. Well, that sucks to be you guys. We should probably use this time then to loot as much as we can. I wouldn't be against it. Let's loot. Because that plague bear is probably going to kill off a fat chunk of their forces before anything else goes down. And if we can actually use this chaos to our advantage, I would be pleased if we could take a bunch of stuff here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have him get on all those shards over there.
A new round has started.
Doesn't look like they're doing too well either. The plague bear is a nastier foe for them to come across. I wonder where their legendary is, though. Probably stuck against a wall somewhere would be my best guess. That tends to be what happens to the AI-controlled plague bearers. Or, I'm sorry, the impressives. Let's grab some clusters here. Gotta make use of the chaos while we can to make a bunch of Skrilla. If I could walk away from this with like 50, 60 pounds of wordstone, I would not be against it. That's 30 that we've picked up already right there. This mission's going a little bit long, but I'm okay with that for right now. I'm okay with that. I ain't got much going on anyways. Wordstone right there. That's going to fill up his backpack. If we could walk away from this thing with a huge quantity of wordstone and other goodies, I'd be alright with it. And then we're going to bring him... Let's leave him on dodge right here, just in case the impressive is lurking around a corner. He might be having trouble hitting him, though. Oh, he cast Stench of Nurgle on me. That's weird. He can cast out of combat like that? That's kind of crazy. Didn't really think about it. If I can get my impressive down there, that'd be great too. Frankly, anybody down there would be good. I'm trying to have these 1 hour missions, you know what I mean? Tend to mess up my process a little bit. Stench of Nurgle is going to be an issue. And one with which I don't truly know how to grapple. Since he's full up, we're going to bring him over here. Oh man, this guy's still way up top. Alright, he's got range. And even if that's all he's got going for him, we can bring him around a different direction. I don't know if there's a way down to a bottom floor here, but I'm going to start checking these houses. Just to be certain. It looks like all that he's got right now. Is there anything this way? There's a jump down? Well, hell, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it. That leaves Dougie in kind of a weird position. He pushes off like a little kid. There we go. We should be able to add on to the backside of this fight pretty easily. I hope. Oh man, minus 20 for... Aw, lame. I don't know if that lowers his chance to hit or if it just lowers his hit damage. Either way, though, we're going in. We're going in! There's a hit. I knew he'd fish one out eventually. Stench and Nurgle probably doesn't help either. Dieter, you've got a job to do. And that job is don't get blowed up by the wordstone while you're over here. Alright, a little bit more. I'm going to try and shove as much of this into my pockets as I can. We got a lot of big shards over here, and so I feel pretty positively about what we can gain. We also have that body over there. Did I search that body? Let a homie like me get at that body. Ooh. I did not. So let's go have a look at that body, too, and see what they got over here. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Kaputski.
A new
Man, this fight is going forever. I should have broken this one off. Didn't expect it to take this long. We only really need to finish off like one enemy though. What happens with the Chaos guys? Do they just randomly spawn on brutal missions? Like they just like show up? They're like, "Hi, what's going on, everybody?" Why is our hit chance so low? It's got to be that stench of Nurgle. God, that sucks. They're just gonna turn this into a slugfest, aren't they? That's actually a pretty shitty debuff. It's no wonder. That might need to be nerfed a little bit. Because even the AI is just having trouble landing anything right now. That explains why they didn't show up. I was wondering why they weren't around. Man, he's just going to cast that on every single turn, isn't he? You might want to put that on a cooldown or something. I don't know. Might be able to fire some rounds in there. Yeah, that'll do it. And then that stun will help us get rid of him. Keep shooting. Yeah, there it is. That's those big hits I like to see. I'm just trying to get out of here at this point. Yeah, their impressive's got to be stuck against a wall somewhere. That's all that I know. Inventory's full. Get it! There's my guy. See, that's why I love you, man. That's why I love you. Getting those shots done, that's his feather of accuracy +5. Shoot that demon of Nurgle a little bit, too, and see if maybe that'll solve it. I'll probably bring this cat around over to this side, maybe. I don't know. Just fire a Hail Mary shot. It's cool. They should now have to make a route check pretty soon. And if we get excessively lucky, we'll be out of here by the point that happens. Yeah, I didn't figure we were going to get that hit. Some of these guys are running very limited chances to get down here, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Got Dougie coming around the backside on the next turn. That's the last thing you need is a Dougie at your backside. But to find out, little buddy, that's your one dodge. That's what you get right there. That's all you get. Looks like it's messing with my ability to... I'm going to say his terror test should go fine. I'm going to try and get rid of this big bastard real fast. He's annoying me with his existence. This fight would have been over way longer ago if it wasn't for him. And it's not like he's going to hit this guy. Web of Steel basically makes you like a god against anything that's not wearing bracers. I'm keeping you the hell out of combat.
A new round has started.
No, really, they made their route check. Yeah, big guy's stuck over there, I think. Although if he comes pouring out into here, I'm going to be very upset. Man, this is the fight that just will not end. It looks like he's not actually attacking probably, maybe. I don't know if he's attacking properly. It's kind of weird. Like, he seems to be trying to take an attack at one of these guys, but then failing right afterwards. I'm going to strongly suggest we continue to focus on these guys. Oh, man. It's got to be like that, does it? Got to be like that. You can make this more difficult. Alright. Well, just know that when you get coal in your stocking, this is why. He's like, Christmas was like a week ago. I don't even care about that shit anymore. We're good. And he's failing everything over here. He's failing like me in the 12th grade. It was hard for me to phone in and care about the 12th grade. It was a tough one. Keep firing and hoping you get lucky. There we go. I knew we'd make one eventually based on probability. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, I guess keep putting it on him. Hopefully we'll kill him at some point. This Nurgle battle, though, is ridiculous. I hate it. It's making me very upset. Not really. But it still sucked. No, not dodge stance, you dunce. That definitely, I think it needs a nerf. That's way... Minus, like, what is it? Let's see here. Like, it just makes the fight tedious, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that probably needs a nerf. There we go, we got him finally. Sitting around missing is not my definition of a good time. I mean, we should be able to get out of here eventually if we could ever hit anything. It's like, Jesus, that minus 25%. You know, what do you do when you're just flipping quarters right now, trying to land on heads over and over and over again? You just do your thing. Stay back over here.
A new round has started.
I'm thinking our range guys are probably our best chance. There we go, finally. Let's see what we get out of this one. We've already been here for an hour, so we might as well stay a little while longer.
A warrior needs a bit of luck and a lot of skill to win a battle. But most of all, he needs strategy. You have managed to find the winning mix.
The gods are with you.
Okay, that 2 XP underdog bonus. We're starting to get leveled up. I mean, honestly, we probably won't be doing this forever. Mordheim, that is.
Nice.
I'm just kind of keeping it because I got nothing to replace it with for right now.
Fantastic.
Dougie's up at level 4. We get XP like crazy. What we get for loot? That's all that I care about. What we get for loot? That's an okay loot list. I was expecting a bit more, but I guess that'll have to do. We got a formula, but I'm all out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim. I will see you in future episodes of Mordheim. Bye, everybody. It was fun.